Welcome, greetings. I'm Chris.
And I'm Bob. I'm here to talk to you today about a process that we're going to be taking you through. It's called Prairie Circles.
In this project of Prairie Circles, through the next year at school, you'll be going through a number of different actions. Today we're going to be focusing on seed collection, step number one. We also want to plant the question in your head. You study many ologies in your science curriculum. What we're going to be connecting to is ecology. What is ecology, the study of?
So what we have here is a collection of seeds somewhere in the neighborhood of 20-some different species. Now we could have harvested this with a combine or by mechanical means, but we wouldn't know what species we have here, nor would we know if those seeds that we have collected were viable.
The science of ecology tells us that a prairie ecosystem may contain over 350 different populations of flowering plants. By having you individually harvest these different targeted species, what you will allow Dallas County Conservation to do is engage you in the process of ecosystem restoration.
So over here is what we were showing earlier, some 20-some species that we had in the bag. But this is what we really want to focus on. What we hope to get from you folks as a part of the project of Prairie Circles is this single species.
The science of ecology teaches us to understand how populations combine into communities and form ecosystems. The interactions, food chains, food webs. This is Iowa's native ecosystem, the prairie. The question we want you to delve into is, what exactly is a prairie?
As scientists, we can tell the health of a prairie in its diversity, or the number of different plants that are within the area. In this prairie circle right here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different species.
What happened to our prairie? This image that you see is a very familiar image to we Iowans. This is not, however, our native ecosystem. This is actually an alien invasive species. So, what we need to look at is, what does ecology tell us about the stability and health of this ecosystem? Remember the way we measure the diversity, how many different species in a given area? Here again we have our hula hoop doing our vegetation survey, and we've got 1 species, corn, 2 species, foxtail, and that's it, 2 species. Can you bring back a prairie? Can prairies be reconstructed, restored? This was where you come into Prairie Circles. Step 1 is you collecting seed. The procedure will be, each group will receive an identification sheet that will show you a picture of the plant that you're going to be collected. You'll find an example of a specimen and compare it to that sheet. Once you've learned to identify your plant, you'll go out in the prairie and search for that plant so you can collect its seed.
So within this seed head are hundreds of seeds. What we want to collect is the seed itself, not the whole head. And it'll make it easier for when it comes time for the seed cleaning process. The other thing I want you to remember is the rule of 3s. So I collect 2 for the bag and 1 for back in the prairie to help sustain a healthy prairie.
What'd you do today? Watch the eagle? Our hope is that through your help in this Prairie Circles project, we will be able to, this fall, successfully harvest seeds to a targeted group of prairie populations. This winter then, we will be growing those prairie plants.
And then this spring, we'll be actually planting those plants, increasing the diversity in our ecosystems. We want to take the time to thank you very much.